I just appeared. Hi. Well, if you saw on the email today, well, not the email, on Facebook today, I thought we'd do something that is something I really love anyway, and that's comics, and I'm going to do Spiderman. And I always like to do comics on like a bright background, so I chose a yellow background. Yeah, but if you haven't done that, don't worry. What I'm going to do, I've done a sketch here, but it's in pencil, but I will fill it in ink, and then we'll colour it after. But you can work in pencil, it'll look better for you. I'm only doing it because it'll show up for you guys, because I can see on the camera it's not very thick. So.
I can bring the camera over, no problem.
Well, if they...
I'm going to bring the camera over so you can see the picture actually, because there was a picture that we... So noisy. It's a picture that we put on Facebook which you can use as a template. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. It's up to you. I'm just going to bring the camera over to remove my camera holding device known as sellotape. It is a bit warm, isn't it? So if I come over here, you can just about see there's an outline of Spider-Man. I'll sign that in just a sec. There we go.
But if you haven't done one, it's quite easy. You can follow me now if I just do a outline with this Posca pen. So I'm going to start with a head, which is like, I wanted to say an upside down egg, but it's just an egg. Don't know why I said upside down. Yeah, so then I'll get
Joe, I've got an idea.
What?
I could, sorry about this. I could bring the easel forward. As long as I stand here, the easel could go closer to the camera.
I wish you'd said this earlier.
I only thought of this. We're only, what, 8 weeks into this now?
My back thing is closed. How's that?
That's better.
That's
A
better.
bit clearer.
But you can't see my head now.
So stand back. There you go, you can see his head now. You're fine.
Right, anyway. You're done. You're ready.
He loves it when I interrupt. Loves it. So, what are we going to say next? Oh, eyes.
Eyes. So, there, you got that. And then you've got one shoulder up there, sort of like a arch. And as he's at such an angle, you can do the other shoulder, so it goes down like that. Of course, all this is going to be painted over, so don't worry about mistakes and that. You can just go over, because I've got a few up there. And the second part, like bicep, like there. And then you've got where his arm's supposed to be coming forward. This is where I find it difficult, because I only have 2D vision, which is a bit of a pain. Like that. And if, like me, you have problems with hands, I've found that if you do, when you have trouble with hands, you tend to do them too tiny, do them really small. But I just tend to go as big, because if you think of your hand, this is, no, I've got a pretty big head in this, like as big as my face. And I think people tend to do them too small. So, as bad as I am at hands, especially Spider-Man hands, I'm going to start with thumb. Then it's got a big long index finger. This might be totally wrong, but don't worry about it, because it's all going to be fine. Then you've got that finger there, that finger there, and his little pinky, because he sort of does this. It's just really difficult if you're real. And so if you think I'm doing, that's his thigh, so it's like a big fat sausage like that. And then you've got like the calf muscle, so it's like lower leg. So you just go like that, and it's like a stick on the end. Then you've got a foot. So it's like that. He's sort of doing this.
Please do that so the camera can see you a little bit more.
No.
He's doing what?
Guys, flexible
So-
Spider-Man pose, go.
Leg up here. There we go. Nice.
And this bit down here is like what's sort of behind, and it's sort of like where his legs are splayed apart.
So it's his butt.
It's like his butt, yeah. I could use layman's terms, but I don't think it'd be appropriate. Right, I think this pen's run out. I might have to get another one. So I've got his other thigh behind there. So I'm going to just get another pen.
Where is it?
Just here, that'll do.
Uh-huh.
They're not great on paper, Boston pens. This is a disc pen. So the same again with the other leg. So you've got a calf going like that, and his foot's pointing the other way. Same thing with feet. Sometimes we do them too small. But if you think in real life, if you can try this at home, you can take your shoe and get your forearm from your elbow to your wrist. That is the size of your foot. Need not a bottle of water over. So I never think I say.
Oh yeah.
Right, so last arm. So it's the same. If you work in sections, you've got elbow, shoulder. If you think of a big ball in here, then you've got like a thick sausage there in between, and then you've got, there's an elbow, and then goes round. And this hand is sort of further back, and if you think it's like that, it's a fist. So, what hand is it? I did it around the wrong way.
Shall I model for you? Here you go.
Yeah.
Have a fist.
He's sort of pulling, he's pulling, because you're going to do a web coming at a taut tight at an angle. But that'll be the last thing to paint on. So you're going thumb. Have I done these wrong?
Yeah, look at my hand.
Yeah, thumb at the top.
My thumb's there.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
pulling
it's that way. Okay, got you, got you.
Pulling it like that.
So the thumb's going that way.
Yeah.
You've got the opposite.
Not working. Yeah,
That
right,
was-
I've done
that
that
was my
completely
right
wrong.
hand.
Right. Thumb.
Comedy and art.
Right. We'll figure it out later. I'm just going to do it.
It's a fist.
I'm doing a fist like that. Right. We're going to start painting. Right. And I'm only going to use a little bit of white at first. So I'm going to start with the lightest colour I've got, and that's white. Because Spider-Man does not have yellow eyes. Although he could do. But he doesn't this time. So I'm just going to fill those in white. Doesn't matter too much if if you go over a bit, because you're going to put a darker colour over that. This is just the basics. Do you know sometimes when you start something you think like, we should have chosen something easier. There, go. That's it, I'll finish with the white. Next colour I think is just to block out all the blue, because Spider-Man's basically, he's got red, white and blue. White eyes and blue and red suit. I'm going for the traditional suit. I know he's got many now. So all I've got to do is remember where all the blue bits are. So I'm going to start with that fire. I've got to do a good job here because I love comics.
I'm going to say hello to Morgan and Linz and Sue. Hope you're all well. So Evie, are you drawing over there?
Yeah, Evie as usual is doing a complete different. She's doing her own thing, which I advise you all to do. You don't listen to me, I don't know what I'm talking about. Right, so what I'm going to do here, in that middle bit, where his butt is, he's all blue, but if you do like a sort of a V there, because he's got his red bit comes down there, you see, and his little spider logo. So it's always best to work with, I find anyway, with all the light colours, and then add the dark in after. So I'm just working with the blue now.
Hello Rachel.
Is that Lee Rachel? Is that our
What,
Rachel?
a Hammond style
Is it
Rachel?
a Hammond style
It is,
Rachel?
yes.
She of the Cosmic Goose.
I'm not signing that. What?
Cosmic Goose? Space Goose.
Why?
She put a really nice picture of a goose on, and it looked like it had stars behind it.
Actually, Rachel's been photographing loads of animals recently. Pretty sure she's a Disney princess.
Yeah. Which is quite funny because we've got lots of birds in our garden at the moment.
And yesterday we had
A mouse.
A mouse running around, and now our cat is like that,
She keeps looking for
trying
it.
to find it. She hasn't found it yet. And we've got a frog living in our little pond, which I'm so excited about.
It's all right.
Our frog, so it's very exciting.
Well, it's not like it's a unicorn.
You know they're not real, right? I'm going to sit down for a moment.
Right, so there you go. Finished with blue, I think. There might be a. I think I'm going to do on his arm now. I'm going to do a little bit of blue there. Because he's got these sort of gloves that go there, and it goes up his arm with the red. So.
So is the red on the hands upwards and then blue
Yeah, he's
up
got
here?
red boots, red sort of gauntlets and hands. I don't know how he gets it on. It's like an all-in-one bodysuit. But he is Spiderman, so he's very flexible. But he cannot get out of baths. Spider joke.
Oh, right.
If you got that joke, please type ha 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 ha. Probably will get my blue mixed up a bit because there'll be bits of Spider-Man might turn up purple. Because the last thing to go on will be, usually I'd wait till it's dry back for this. I won't. You can use your hairdryer if you've got one. But
What's the last thing to go on?
black, and that will be all of his webbing, all of the details of his shadow and things like that. So see, I'm painting right over all the lines where I drew it.
I just want to point out that Sean and Rachel have both typed ha 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 ha.
Thank you very much. They're just being nice though.
So sorry, you're painting over the black lines.
Yeah, I'm painting over the black lines I've drawn because I've got to add them in later anyway. And that's why I'm not worried about any mistakes. It's art, there are no mistakes. Just stuck that in yellow. So you've got his boots.
Sean just wants to point out that normally your jokes suck.
Oh, I could tell you some stories of the things
Let's
Sean
carry
comes
on.
out with. About cats and wildlife and stuff. I can actually hear him
Carry
chuckling.
on, carry on.
Ah, see, mistake, but it's all
Am I
No,
allowed
so
to do
got-
a little bit more white on his eye?
right. No, you notice I've got Bob Ross up there.
No, because the camera can't see it.
Oh man, I'll take it.
It's alright, it's alright. I can move.
Hold on, hold on.
There
He's
he
down.
is.
He's down. He's down. Oh, there you go, Bob. We've got a bit of silence with Bob Ross. There we go. He's watching everything we do with his chocolate-like voice, his smooth voice. Yeah. Quite funny. He always did landscapes, didn't he? I wonder if he ever did anything like this. Not Spiderman. Right.
So just to clarify, I'm not allowed to do any more white on the eyes then.
Do you really want to?
Yeah.
Hold on. Sorry about this. Got to keep her happy, haven't we? Yeah, there's a little brush for you. Just don't get in my way.
I'm just standing here not doing too much, you see, so I'm going to join in. There we go. Better. Sorry, Bob.
Have we got a lot of time? Because I want to get to the webbing bits. Oh,
No.
oh, got about 10 minutes. Right. I'll work on this ready bit.
Do you want me to carry on with red while you do web?
No, because I just want to do this bit because that's where I'm going to start. With black. I want to see, I hope a lot of you are doing Spider-Man because I want to see them.
Or Spider Girl?
Or, yeah, or Spider-Gwen. Or Pink Spider-Man. Spider-Pig.
Ooh.
Sean's come down with her
She
one.
has,
New pen,
yeah.
isn't it?
Wow.
You show it.
Let's go and grab that one. Da-da-da, da-da-da,
She's done her pen one.
da-da-da,
Whoa, that's well
da-da-da.
cool.
Something, something spins a web.
Dum-de-dum,
How's the chocolate
the
one?
world. Right, there we go. Right, you carry on with
We've got.
anything down there is red.
Yay! I get to do painting.
Go.
Okay,
I'm going to get another brush and do.
so you can explain what you're doing then.
Right, now I'm going to do the black and it's the webbing. How do you time web?
I've been spelling it.
Web. So it's on his pattern on his face. It's like that. So, clean it off a bit.
there's an annoying fly in here. Now the only problem with going over the Posca pen is that obviously it bleeds a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit it does. Right, so I've got a bit of black on here. This is where I'll get paint all over my hands because I'm
You're
leaning.
going to sign that.
Oh yeah. Could you just sign for me? Forget that bit.
Oh, I was enjoying myself.
Just sign for
Right,
that.
what have you got to do, sorry? Bit of black.
Yeah, and so I'm getting that bit in the middle. Oh, this paper's really wobbly. And stop trying to go for the paintbrush.
I'm not.
You are.
I'm going to do a bit more red in a minute.
You can in a minute when I explained about the web bit.
Go on then, explain about the web bit.
No, because I've got to do this first because that's where
Okay.
I work from.
I'm not sitting down because I've been naughty. I've just got a little bit of a painful leg.
I think she was awful at school. Blimey.
Oh.
I bet you said to all the teachers, "Oh, that's wrong." No, I think you're wrong. So I'm going to do, drawing the eyes out, I'm just going to do a black bit there because I've done them too close together, but it doesn't matter. So to start the web, usually I'd do a little hollow circle there. I'll start in the middle of his head and do a, oh that's really thick, stripe. And because it's not really that dry, so it's a bit of a difficult. So I'm going to do a line down that, straight down to his chin. And, oh my back's hurting. And just from above his eye there, another line there, and there, another line there, and the same with his chin. You're going to do
Hello, Hertie.
hey, Hurley! And another line there. There. I know I'm going to run out of time, but I will finish this and just post it. So basically what you'd do, you've got that basic line for his head, for his webs, and I'm going to have to lean my hand in some of this wet paint because I find it really hard to paint like this.
Do you want to come round? I can bring the camera round to the side.
My head would be in front of it usually,
Yeah.
and no one would be able to see because my head would be there. So his web, if you do from the lines, you join them up, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So basically you've got a circle there. So you can imagine a web circle going round, and you do the same there. You don't have to do loads and loads, just a couple.
Just going to bring that over to show what we're talking about here.
And then on that. Just give them a little faint arch. I think I'll do one more. I think Evie done a spectacular Spiderman when she was about 3, didn't she? I think I've still got it somewhere. So, and it'll be the same, like down the arms will be, so you can fill in the outline of his arm, comes in there, and his bicep, middle middle of his arm. So I do think that's his arm as well. I've cocked something up here somewhere. Yeah. So if you think his arms, his suit, he's got, you do a line all the way down, just 2 I think, and you do the same with that webbing effect. Let me brush a bit pointy. So you might need to bring the camera a bit closer. So I'm going sort of lines down now. So I'm just doing guides for now because I'm running out of time. And it'll be the same for his feet. Be the same for his feet. There. And his arms there. But his fingers are a bit different. Oh. They go like this. They're sort of just lines all the way around. So just like that on his fingers, and check my time. Oh, I've got about 3 minutes. So what else? Yeah, you can put that back there. I'm just going to do the shadow bits. I'll just skip and if you can sign that. So if you think where he's leaning over, all that blue you've done there would sort of be like a black shadow. And where his legs are, you do like the muscle where his leg is, and you can, where his arms hiding all that bit. I think I made that blue a bit dark actually. And before we run out of time, I'll just show you a quick thing. Just move Bob. There you go, Bob. When you've done all that, and you've done like all the black, sorry, I'm talking in, I'm talking like William Shatner.
But when you've done all that,
when you've done all the black,
yeah,
you can get a bit of, see if I can clean it off a bit. You can get a bit of white, mix up a little bit, sort of a light grey colour. So get a big blob of white and a tiny blob of black, and then you can touch that after, just to make, where he's holding something in his fist, there, if you do, oh, it's come out red, never mind. You can do a straight line right through there, and you turn it into his web.
oh, Rachel says you're going to love mine. That's so exciting.
I wonder if she said the words, oh, ah, ah. That's what she usually does. So, I don't know if that's very straight, but probably not.
I guess that's probably best off done when everything's dry.
When everything's dry, yeah, you can put your sort of web in there, and it, you know, so it's like a tight bit of string basically that he's pulling. But as I say, I will finish this. It is quite ambitious to do it in half an hour with any sort of neatness to it.
And then we'll take a photograph and then we'll link it into the feed, not the email, sorry, signing rubbish there, into the feed that you can read at the underneath this.
And on YouTube, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just link it all up. Cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Send
And
us yours as well.
I look forward to seeing them all. Oh, hello, Nicola. Bye, Nicola.